So this is the renewal. What we call this a model farm. This is where we do a lot of pasture, where we keep some goats and sheep and the cows for finishing. We first started by just doing purely what is called paddocking. Paddocking is you just condone a parcel of land during the rainy season, because the grass will regrow during the rainy season so that grass can grow. And then now we moved a bit step further, what is called pasture conservation. We then now bale the grass. And then from there, we now have looked for partners or buy grass a bit more from somewhere else when need be. So for that, it just started with that. That thing then we just started doing is they had a way, the Maa culture had a way of preserving livestock throughout the drought season. So you now just go back to those practices and see what worked and what didn't work. Like you'll find that in most homes, they'll have a dam. And the dam was for the rain season. So during the rain season, the water will be collected in the dam. But the animals will not drink during the rainy season. They will use the water that is on the pathways or somewhere, or the ones that may be in the community dam. So that during the rainy season, during the drought season, you then now are able to go back to like the storage you had done, the storage in terms of water. So what has happened so what we did with renewal is we just made sure that we now collect the rain and put it, because of the evaporation, we now put it in underground tanks. So during the drought season, we now use the water and we use the pasture that we had conserved. We still move. We are now pastoralists. We don't move from place to place. We just now move from one acre to another because the acres had been conserved. The acres had been taken care of. What happened because of the loss of livestock of the drought of 2017, most Maasai from where I come from lost livestock. So what happened is, I don't know, out of desperation, I would say that they started cutting down trees. So what has happened is that now we're even trying to rebuild the soil, because what happened is when you cut trees, there's a lot of erosion, there's a lot of then the topsoil is swept away by the water. So we are trying to do what is called rebuilding of land. When you will see a lot of holes around here and even around the farms, it's just that so that the water can slow down, and then we now try and grow trees. This one is called the Silale one. Many are called the Silale. Produce very nice chewing gum. It has a minty flavored taste. And then these other ones are called the Sara. That is why the area is there. There's an area called the Sara there. It's because they have a lot of the Sara. One is called Osarai. Because and then Oltebesi. That is why the place is called Oltebesi in Kiserian. It's from this tree. It's the acacia. It's what people here have destroyed a lot because it produces very good charcoal. Even in smoking meat, when you put a bark for smoking meat, it brings a very nice taste. But they have cut most of them. Like you can see now, only sparsely. It needs to be packed. Yeah. The beauty about indigenous trees, they still regrow even after the cutting. You'll see most of our trees have what are they called? They've been tied to go up. It's just that you're trying to help them grow up. That helps because during the drought season, even though it will be dry, you still have pasture, you still have water, and those are the only two things that you need. I think now in terms of genetics, what has happened is that for the goats and sheep, we have tried to introduce a superior breed of males that are drought resistant. So that helps that even during the drought, they don't waste a lot of muscle. So we still have enough meat and good meat during the drought season.